if you are getting leads in your DMs, people is clicking in your ads, people is asking for prices, they are in the conversation, but no one is booking, this video is for you. Because the problem might be or may not be your lead, but it's definitely how you're handling the conversation. I'm going to show you the mistakes that I've seen that are blocking your bookings, and then walk you through the exact structure that is helping my clients go from completely strangers to actually getting booking deposits naturally. All right, let's talk about what I want to do first. One of the first mistakes that I've seen really often is the lead is clicking on your ad, is landing in your DMs, and yet I've seen parties asking them, like, what are you interested in? Lip blush, eyebrows, eyeliner, facials, or any other services they might have. And the lead is like a little bit confused, like, I just saw the ad of brows. So you were running an ad for a particular service, and she clicked on your ad. It's clearly that she's interested in that service on your ad, so don't ask her what is she interested in. Eventually you can tell her about your other services, but not at this point. This point is just about, she saw your ad, she clicked on it, she's interested in it. Second thing that I've seen is when people is asking for an appointment, they asking for availability because they are considering booking. I've seen permanent makeup artists asking them to call a number or sending them a booking link, and that's just a turn off for some potential clients because they're already there in the DMs. They're already asking you availability, they already want to get an appointment, and you are asking them to call a number to book an appointment. Like, why would you do that? Now, another thing, and this is pretty common, when the client is asking for whatever information, where you're located, what is the price, does it hurt, I tend to tell them back, price is $500, and then silence. Like, the artists don't end up the message with the following questions. They don't ask them, how does that sound? Does that help? Do you have any other questions? Like, they are not really engaging in the conversation. So if the client asks you, what is the price? And then you're saying it's $500, and then you're not saying anything else, it's pretty hard for people to actually be engaging in a conversation, eventually turning into a booking. Now, another thing that I've seen, which is the opposite of this one, is as soon as someone is sending you a message, maybe they're asking you where you're located. I've seen permanent makeup artists, oh, I'm located here, and look, this is all my portfolio, this is all the clients that I work with, which one do you like? Like, message over message over message, when the potential client hasn't even seen your message, or maybe they saw the first message, and maybe she's busy, and you're already asking her like more questions, and then as soon as she sees all these questions or all these messages, she's just getting overwhelmed and getting scared. So don't do that. 1 or 2 messages, let her follow up with you. Don't try to do the booking right there. Now, another thing that I've seen is sometimes the leads might be asking you, maybe let's say they are interested in brows, and then you're sending her a ton of images of your work, and then asking her, like, what do you like? Do you like this one, or do you like this one, or do you like this one? Probably it's not that important to show her all of this unless she's asking. Remember, we're going by stages, and if she's just reaching out, and if we are bombarding her with a bunch of images from your previous work, that will probably overwhelm her. She already saw your ad, she already saw you before and after, if you're using it before or after, which I highly recommend. Now, something that I've seen as well is like, your client is already engaging with you. She's already interested. She already has some of the questions answered, and she's considering to book an appointment, but for whatever reason, she stopped answering. And then I've seen the permanent makeup artist is not following up with her at all. Like, we stopped talking today, and by tomorrow, maybe I can follow up. Hey, do you have any questions? Or just send a message like, let me know if you are ready to move forward. Let me know when would you like to book an appointment or something, depending on the stage where she is. Permanent makeup artist is not following up with her. So you're losing someone who's already warming up because you're not following up. And this is another one pretty common, actually. Copying and pasting the same answer to every single lead, like having a huge text or whatever script that you may have, just copying and pasting without actually answering or following up with the thread of the conversation. And this feels a little bit weird because if she's asking, hey, where are you located? And then you copy and pasting one message that you just sent to previously, and then you're telling them, hey, thank you for reaching out, we are la la la, and a bunch of information that she hasn't asked you yet. It does feel weird. Okay, now that we talk of the things that we shouldn't be doing, let's talk about what we should be doing. And here is a structure that has helped my clients to book new clients every single week. So first, client reach out, right? From your post, from your ad, from wherever way she reach out, that's fine. Now, you might want to ask her first if she already got permanent makeup done or not. Why? Because if she already got it done, you need one picture to see if you're able to work with her. And two, you probably don't need to explain her all these processes and things that she already know because she's already been to a similar process to yours. So we ask first here, ask the client if she already got the permanent makeup done. Let's say she hasn't, right? Client tells you this is the first time she's getting brows done. So now you ask her what got her curious about permanent makeup, right? Like, is there any concerns that she might have? What is exactly why she got curious about permanent makeup? These help you do two things. One is let you know if you can actually help her, because not everybody is qualified to get permanent makeup done. So it's for her to understand that she actually needs you, right? She's telling that herself in her own words. So then she will tell you her story. Usually people here tell, oh, I have really thin brows. My brows are really sparse and I don't have time to do this every morning, la la la. So she already acknowledged that she has a problem and that you can help her. Pay attention to what she's telling you. And then you can let her know, oh yeah, I can help you. Definitely permanent makeup can help you get more fuller brows, get more la la la. End up with another question, right? We always want to engage in the conversation. So always end your message or your answer with another question. She will ask questions. Usually for individuals who will actually book an appointment, they will ask you for the price right here. Some people might ask you, does it hurt? Or where you located? Things like that. But usually here's where they, now this depends on how you handle your price. If you already validated your offer for top of funnel, means completely strangers, just use your offer as you already know. If you haven't done anything, like you never run any ads, you never ever were able to book someone like completely cold, then you probably want to start with $350. And then you let them know. You let them your price, right? You let them know, okay, this is the price with discounts or whatever you're doing, especially if you already have a validated offer, and let her know everything that includes. Again, end your answer with another question. How does that sound? Does that help? What do you think? Right? And then she might object to your price depending on multiple factors, but that will be for another video. But basically, maybe she objects, maybe she will let you know, like, that's too expensive, I don't know. So you can let her know that you have payment plans. This is really important for you to have payment plans. And then usually, if she doesn't object to the price, this will depend on multiple factors, then she will agree. She will ask for availability. So then that's when you can ask her, like, when you're available, so I can match my calendar with your availability. She will tell you, oh, next Monday, next Wednesday, are you available on weekends? So all of here is basically the closing stage, and then you don't have to say anything else besides actually giving their availability and getting the booking deposit. Now, at this point, you don't have to send a booking link. You just have to ask for availability. Then you can send over, depending, you can use Mo, you can use Sal, you can use any payment link for them to give you the booking deposit. And then you can confirm the booking date. And that's it. Obviously, after here, you should some systems in place to send out the reminders and everything so that she doesn't miss her appointment. But after here, basically, that's it. So the first stage is the introduction, but always talk to them as someone who cares about them, right? Ask her what are her concerns and then see if you can help her solve that concerns. Usually, your ad will already bring in people who have a problem. Therefore, you can walk them through that particular problem. Then you can ask her if she has any questions and you answer all her questions. Do not give her all the information because she probably don't even want to know that and you are just overwhelming her. So go step by step, limit yourself to maybe 1 or 2 messages. Always answer back with another question so that you're actually engaging with them. Don't bombard her with multiple images, with multiple messages, and always make sure that if she's already engaged, you can actually follow up with her next day. That is so simple, natural, and basically you're gonna get a ton of bookings from there. So there you have it. Now you know what are the mistakes that you might be doing and how you can solve them and how you can engage with people so you can start playing them today and start booking people in your DMs. I wanted to continue posting more videos about helping permanent makeup artists get booked out. So if you're interested into learning more of these tactics and maybe growing your permanent makeup business, hit subscribe and turn your notifications on. See you in the next video.